Okay, what I'd like you to think about now is it's parents' evening at Orchid School, and your friend can choose whoever they want to come along to this particular day, because it's about their day and all the things that they're good at. And what I would like you to do now is to put your kid in front of you on the table, and then take the rest of the pack. Okay? And have a look through that pack, and I want you to find out who's going to come and stand by that kid on that day. Okay? It could be mum, it could be dad, it could be nan, it could be an auntie, it could be a friend, it could be a carer, it could be a sister, it could be whoever. Who needs to stand by this kid on this day? And what I'd like you to do is to place that thing. You might, perhaps there's one, perhaps there's two, perhaps there's three, it doesn't matter. Just pick out who you think in that pack needs to come and stand by that kid. And just place them around them in front of you. As you do. Have a look through the pack. Perhaps you might see mum there, or foster mum, or whoever, or a granny, or a neighbour, or a friend. But who needs to be there for that kid right now? Just put them in front of you and just hope that you've got enough room. If you want to go and work on a piece of the floor, that's okay, you can do, to spread them out. But we just need all the people who need to stand by that kid at this moment around them right now. Okay, when you've done that, what I'd like you to do is note on each of the pictures you've got a number that corresponds to each of those pictures, yeah? And what I'd like you to do is a little diagram with the kid in the middle, well, wherever you've got the kid and the number of that particular kid, and a name or a number, and then just do a diagram of who you've placed around them. So just do the little squares with the numbers in. So we've got a diagram of all the people around that kid that is prepared to be with them. So you've got the main number, which is the kid that you're working with, and you can write their name on it. It's just a little diagram on a sheet of paper. Just put down a picture, just a little square with the number on, that's all you need. And then a diagram of the numbers of the pictures and where they are in relation to that kid. Okay?
Relationship.
Yeah, you can put mum. If that's mum, you just write number 3 up there. If it's number 3, you write mum on that. Or if that's sister, you know, number 2 and sister, or whatever in relationship to that kid. Okay, just as they're sitting before you, you should arrange them before you just. So you've got a little diagram there of what it is. Okay. Right, you can pack your pictures back in the Yeah, they're yours to keep, by the way, so you can take this away with you and work with them and keep in touch with me with the results that we're getting. Okay. Now we're going to find out how this works. Pick 4. Leanne's going to need a batch bed herself after this. She's going to need olive in there to try this and exhausting, I think. Okay, so what you have done as an adult is you've gone back to a place where you've been very vulnerable. We're all vulnerable when we're starting our first day at school, and it's a vulnerability that we then repeat throughout life. When we're in new relationships, when we're in new social groups, when we're in new jobs, we still have the same dynamics around that first day at school. Okay, because we've got separation from the family, we've got the new environment, we've got new things going on. So we all identify with that. And of course this is going to have patterns and associative data around it that's going to trigger. So what you have done through universal frequency is actually, as adults, you have actually touched that vulnerable inner child and those patterns around that. Okay, if you're working with a child, it's a little bit different because you're working with their patterns as they're forming it, so that's a different ball game. But you notice that each of those pictures have a key, have a number. And that number is going to tell you what the key issue is. Powerful stuff. These always, I don't want you to, this is a very private thing, very powerful thing, so we don't need to share on this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a sheet of paper now with all the numbers on. And I want you to look at the child that you've identified, the kid that you've identified in the middle one, because that is, say hello to her, that's your wounded inner child. That's the vulnerable. And this is the key to that vulnerability. Key to that vulnerability at age 5 is all the dynamics of what was going on in your life when you were 5. Your family friends, your family circumstances, everything. And the vulnerability that you had on that day and that you've replayed ever since is in this key. Right? This is the key issue. So I'll just pass those around for you. So just have a look now for me at the number that relates.
Okay, that's a spot on for me. That's a really weird. But yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
Stuff.